Namaste everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Shirdi Sai Baba Satcharitra Mein Sachidananda Mein. We begin today's discussion with the story of Bhagwant Rao Shirsagar. This is in chapter 4, second part. Here Baba says that Bhagwant Rao Shirsagar's father was a great devotee of Purandar Vithala, Panduranga Vithala or Vithoba. And he was also follower of the Varkari tradition, Varkari Sampradaya, which means every year he used to go to Pandharpur and stay there for some time and spend some time in devotion towards Vitthal. But after the father passed away, Bhagwant Rao Shirsagar did not follow any of those rituals. In fact, the book mentions that he was not even doing the annual Shraddha for his father. So, when Bhagwat Rao came to Shirdi, Baba took him to task. And this shows us the omnipresence of Baba, how he knew about everything happening everywhere. He reminded Bhagwant Rao about his father's greatness and how his father led his life and what were the rules he was following. Baba even mentioned that till the time the father was alive, he was doing Naivedya for Vithoba and also for Shirdi Baba. And after the father passed away, everything was stopped. So Baba took Bhagwant Rao to task, which means he showed the right way or right path and initiated Bhagwant Rao towards dharma activities. Next one, Das Ganu's story. So it is considered that getting a holy bath in the Prayag river, that is the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna, is considered to be very beneficial and very holy. So once Das Ganuji wanted to have this holy bath, and he came to Baba to ask permission to go to near Allahabad, near Kashi, to go to Prayag near Allahabad. Baba said there is no need. It is not necessary to go so far. Our Prayag is here, believe me. And then, as a custom, Das Ganuji prostrated, did namaskara before Baba, and as soon as his forehead touched the toes of Baba's feet, from both the toes, from each toe, one toe Ganga river and the other toe Yamuna river sprung out like bursting. And Das Ganu was his forehead and head was drenched in water. And he was full of joy and happiness, and he was full of tears and adoration towards Baba. And he said that any deity I want to see or any holy place, pilgrimage I want to be at, I only need to just surrender myself in the feet of Shirdi Baba and I can achieve it. Because Baba is the Antaryami. Then there is the story of the first time when Baba came to Shirdi. So, about great souls, great saints, one thing is unanimous. They are not born. They make an advent. They are found. They are realized. Just like Kabir and also Namdev, they were all found by their parents, foster parents. Similarly, Baba came to Shirdi when he was a young lad or young boy, youth of 16 years old. And he was having Brahma Tejas. He had so much tapas and siddhi that he had a captivating, full of akarshana, his face and body. And everybody was charmed by him when they saw Shirdi Baba. And he used to sit under the neem tree and always do yoga and hard penance. And everybody was astonished. And they were inquiring about Baba's past and where he had come from, who this boy was. And then one day, God Khandoba possessed one person from that village. And then he started speaking about many, many things. And somebody asked him about the young boy that at that time Shirdi Sai Baba, the young boy, and he said, he showed one place and asked everybody to dig there, and when they dug there, they found a lot of, like inside a cave kind of place, and Baba accepted that in that place his guru had done holy penance, and so Baba had also done holy penance and yoga and dhyana meditation, and after that 4 lamps were found burning in that spot. Then Baba asked everybody to cover that place, and he planted a neem tree there, and today also that is considered to be a very holy place of worship. Furthermore, in the end of the chapter, there is a discussion about the 3 vadas. The first vada was the Sathes Vada, which was built initially, and it was very useful for a long time for the original pilgrims of Shirdi. The second one, Kaka Sahib Dikshit, he built it. When he went to London, he injured his leg, and when he came back to Shirdi, he was so happy that he made a place of shelter for himself, and that stood as the second Vada. And third Vada was done by Bapu Sahib Bhuti of Nagpur. This way, the 3 Vadas are helping all the pilgrims to this day. Bapu Sahib Bhuti's Vada is where the Samadhi Mandir is, where Baba is resting till now. So it's very holy. With this, we come to the end of chapter 4. Thank you very much.